Okay, the next one you have it as what, guys? The next to data. Okay, next to data, what is it? You have it? The salary. There is sal. There is opening sal, and this is called as what, guys? The closing sal. And between the opening and closing, you will have what is that? The data is placed between this. So here you have 60,000. Then again, what's it? You have it, guys? Then one more tag is there. So what is the one more tag? I can say the job, opening job, and the next one is what? Closing job. And between these two, again, you will have the data. Can you see it? The software engineer. So this is called as what, guys? This is called as the XML, where this is called as the opening tag and this is called as the closing tag. Okay. So now, guys, you have one more, row is there to write. So can you see it? One more row is there to write. So now I'm writing the second row here, guys. Second row, what should you have it? The second row, I can write it like this. Bobby. And then you have what's it, guys? The value. Then you have the 70,000. And then SSC. So this is the data you have it. Now, guys, the rows are completed now. There is no further rows to write. There is no further rows available to write it here. So what we do, guys, finally the root tag, whatever the root tag we have it, that we close it here. So how to close it? Use a slash here, guys. So this is called as what? The data in the form of what? XML format, guys. Okay. The data in the form of what? XML format. Now, everyone, this is nothing but the the data you have it in the XML format, and the above one, it is in the form of what? JSON. This is called as what? All this comes under what? Semi-structured. Now, guys, the semi-structured data, what we do, we convert it into a structured format as per the requirement. Okay, as per the requirement. So whatever the data you have it, that we will be converting it into semi-structured towards a structured format. And finally, what is it you have it, guys? Unstructured data. So unstructured data means what, guys? There is no structure for the data. Everyone, there is no structure for the data. So what is the no structure? All the images, all the videos, all the chat histories, all this comes under what, guys? Unstructured. So the rest of the data, whatever we have it, that is called as what? Around 30 to 40% of the data, we will get it in this format, guys. Where when we have, guys, whenever we have this kind of unstructured data, so what is that? The user has to always, that is nothing but the data engineer. User in the sense, the data engineer. Data engineer will be converting this unstructured data to what's it, guys? Semi-structured. And finally, the semi-structured data to what's it, guys? Structured. Okay. So these are the formats of data we have it, guys. Okay, these are the following type of formats of data we have to deal here in the data engineering projects. Now, the next one, guys, after this, when we talk about, okay, the storages, where do we store this data? Everyone, where do we store this data, guys? Okay, we store the data into the Azure storages. We store this data into what is it, guys? Azure storages. So we have what is that, everyone? We have 100 plus storages, guys. We have how many? 100 plus storages, various storages available into the Azure. Okay, available into the Azure, guys. We have 100 plus storages available into the Azure, guys, where we can store the data. Okay, whereas everyone, what are those? The first one we can say, guys, can you see here? The first and the very basic storage. The first and the very basic storage, everyone. is called as the Azure Blob Storage. Azure Blob Storage. Okay, Azure Blob Storage. So what is a blob storage? The blob stands for binary large object. Everyone, the blob stands for what, guys? Binary large object. Azure Blob Storage stands for what, guys? Binary large object. Okay, and this can store any kind of a data. That means you can store the semi-structured, unstructured, and the structured. Any kind of data we can store it here, guys. Okay, we can store what is it? Structured, semi-structured, or unstructured. Any kind of data we can store it into the Azure blob. But there is a limitation. What is that? The limitation is we cannot store more than 500 TB of the data. 500 terabyte of the data, you cannot store it, guys. You cannot store more than 500 terabyte of the data, guys. We cannot store more than 500 terabyte of the data, guys. But to overcome this process, the Azure has introduced one more storage that is called as what? Azure Data Lake Gen 2. Azure Data Lake Gen 2, guys. Okay. So the Azure Data Lake Gen 2 is a more advanced storage where, can you see here, guys, where we can store the data in the following forms. What is that, guys? You can see that is unstructured, semi-structured, and as well as the structured format. So any format we can store the data into the same here, guys. Okay, everyone. Then the next one, guys. Then the next one. What is that you have it? The third one. We can say Azure SQL database. So what is Azure SQL database, guys? The Azure SQL database is nothing but, everyone, the Azure SQL database is nothing but, generally we call it as what, guys? SQL server in the on-premises system. So that SQL server, if you use it onto the cloud environment, it is called as what, guys? Azure SQL. And here it can store only one type of data, not any other. That is called as what? The data in the form of what? Structured format. That is, we can store the data in the form of what is that, guys? We can store the data in the form of what? Structured format. That is in the form of tables, where the tables are the collection of what is it, guys? Rows and columns. Rows and columns. The fourth type of storage is, guys, what is that you have it? The fourth type of storage that we can say it in here as what? Azure Cosmos DB. Cosmos DB, guys. So what do you mean Cosmos DB? Cosmos DB is called as the NoSQL database. That means there will be no SQL language, guys. And when there is no SQL language, there will be no rules for the data, guys. So hence, we can store, guys, we can store what is it, guys? Structured and semi-structured. Both the data we can store it, but not the unstructured, guys. Okay. So when there is no, SQL language, that means there is no rules for the data. Okay. This is called as what? Cosmos DB. And apart from the Cosmos, you have one more database that is called as what? Azure MongoDB. And the MongoDB is also called as what, guys? NoSQL. NoSQL database. So hence, the word, when you have no SQL, guys, then that means what? There is no rules for the data here. So we can say semi-structured and as well as unstructured. That means the JSON file, HTML file, and XML file along with the tables can be stored into the respective databases called what? Cosmos and the MongoDB. Then the next one, guys, apart from this, you have, okay, guys, you have what is it, guys? Azure Synapse Analytics. Azure Synapse Analytics. So guys, the Azure Synapse Analytics is nothing but it is called as the data warehouse of Azure. Data warehouse of Azure. It is called as what? The data warehouse of Azure. Okay. So guys, the data warehouse of Azure. So data warehouse means what, guys? The place where final layer of the data. Always the data warehouse is called as what? Final layer of the data. Okay. So here Okay, guys, here when we talk about the database of Azure is the Synapse, guys. In the same way, what is the data warehouse of Amazon, guys? That is AWS. It is called as Redshift. In the same way, what is the data warehouse of the GCP? That is called as what? BigQuery. BigQuery. Likewise, okay. Likewise, all these are the various storages you can say that is called as the data warehouse storages. Then the next one, guys, apart from this, you have what's it, guys? Azure. What is that? We can say Azure virtual machines. We can also define the virtual machine here, and this virtual machine we can define it on what is that, guys? We can define the virtual machine on the following. What is that? We can define the virtual machine on the following. What is that? The first one you can say it as what, guys? There's a called as what? SQL server and also file system. There is parallel system also we can design it with. These are some of the storages which you can have it into the Azure, guys. Whereas guys, whereas the next one, what is it you have it, guys? Everyone. When we talk about the, can you see here? When we talk about the fabric data engineering, or we can say the fabric, guys, basically the fabric has the following. What is that? One lake concept. One lake. So one lake means what, guys? It's a unified storage. It's a unified storage, guys. It is a one lake is a unified storage where you can, okay, guys, where what is that you can say? Okay, where what is that? The all type, that is nothing but the Azure data lake and blob both are combined here. Okay, and one lake format here with a one lake format. Okay, and the next one, what is that you have it, guys? Lake house. Lake house. Okay, so lake house is nothing but generally here in the Azure, guys. Whereas in the Azure we call it as what is it, guys? A kind of delta lakes. The concept of delta lake and all. So this has been upgraded here into the lake house. So what is delta lake, anyways? Once we get into the subject detail of the subject, we'll come to know, guys. Okay, so these are some of the the changes made into the fabric data engineering, guys. Okay, and whenever and whatever the shift you have it. So can you see here? For the purpose of everyone, for the purpose of date, that is called as what, guys? Everyone, for the purpose of data engineering shift, that means what is the shift has been made from the Azure data engineering to the fabric data engineering. So we can say data engineering shift. Oh, that is from the what is that? That is from the Microsoft fabric. Okay, what is that? Here you can say, guys, the following. The shift has been made. Okay, so as you know, one lake concept. And now the next one is called as what? Fabric data factory. Fabric data factory. And next one you have what it is? Synapse. In the Azure data engineering, what is it you have it, guys? In the Azure data engineering, Synapse was basically a data warehouse. And here you can say, guys, Synapse data engineering has been made. Synapse data engineering, where this is used for what? Data transformations. Data transformation Okay, which consists of Apache Spark based environment. Apache Spark environment. Okay. Then the next one, data warehouse. So you can say SQL based analytics. SQL based analytics. And the next one is the very important one, that is called as what? Real time analytics. That is, we call it as what, guys? KQL. Real time analytics, we call it as what? KQL. So these are some of the the shift which has been made from the Azure data engineering to the Fabric data engineering. So these all details, okay, guys. So we are going to see it further on this, guys. So here, as a part of we will see as a part of the session, we are going to see what is it, guys? Here, everyone, the Azure data engineering along with the Fabric data engineering with the whatever the upgradations or shift has been made, that we are going to see it on the Fabric data engineering. It is the modern data engineering, and as well as what is the Azure data engineering. So both we are going to see it as a part of the session itself, guys. Okay, so that's it here, guys. Further, we will start the practicals on this from tomorrow, guys. From tomorrow, we are going to start the practicals, and time tomorrow also the same time, guys. Okay, you will have the session at the 7:30 time. Okay, and most probably from the day after tomorrow, guys, you will have it at 7 a.m., guys. 7 a.m. will be the standard timings for the work session. That's it. So, any questions for me now? Please go ahead and tell me. Yes, ma'am.
No, sir, I am good.
Okay, so now when it comes to the Fabric data factory, this is for what? Data ingestion, guys. This is for the data ingestion. So here you have the following process now: data ingestion, Fabric data factory, and Synapse data engineering. That is called for what? Transformations, data transformations, and data warehouse. All this is nothing but what? SQL based query analytics, and real time analytics is called as what? KQL. Okay, so that's it here for the day, guys. And tomorrow we are going to continue the same time, and tomorrow also the same link, guys. There will be no change in the link. Okay, that's it. Thank you, everyone.